Yo, welcome everyone. Sanju Uchiha here. Thanks for joining for the live read session. Yo, I must apologize about this whole mix up with the time because with regards to the new chapters, I usually read it on Manga Plus's website, Shueisha's website, and when I checked it last night, it was telling me 11 o'clock my time. So I was surprised to see when I came and saw in the chat that you guys were saying it was already out, and I checked back and it was saying 10. So I'm like, okay. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry again. If you guys were like scheduling to have it at, tune in at like 10:45, because the plan was to have like a pre-show, like 15 minutes kind of talk, and then get into it. But since the chapter's already out, like, it makes sense I just get into it, right? So, yeah. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Wait, is that the legendary Envious in the chat? Well, you could send them. No pressure on my part. Hold on, let me just get the chapter up and running here. Envious, just stop pressuring me, brother. Alright, let me just switch over from OBS here. Boom. Alright, so I don't know it said, hopefully when I get strike copyright claimed or anything. So the banner there and my lovely face is on screen to kind of just block things out. So let me just kind of move this here. Alright. So of course, this isn't the place to actually read the chapter. You guys should probably bring it up. All these things, live chat. Alright, let's scroll through. So chapter number 51, Sacrifice, cover page looking, oh shit, going too fast there, looking pretty damn good. Nice, the thumbnail later on, because I'm doing a separate video for the review, naturally. Alright, so Ishiki, Boruto, you say I can't kill you. What makes you think that, Uzumaki? Boruto, you act all serious. You can be any more obvious, Mr. Yo, Boruto being all cheeky, Mr. Ishiki. Sasuke being Sasuke as usual. Explain it to me, Boruto. You see, that car in a way fought that guy in Boro. He was going about some plan. Thanks to you, okay. So on that plan, I'm lifted. Oh, internally grateful. I'll take you back on Kawaki and treat you with care. A plan. The one involving the divine tree and Amar mentioned. That's probably it. And then Shiki planned to use it for it. Alright, so we're touching back on some Amado. Back into Konoha. Juggling all over the place. I like it so far. Explain what does Boruto have to do with this plan. Divine tree structure. As I said earlier, 10 tails is stealing since her brain and divine tree. This is no ordinary planting. Of course, you can't just bury it in soil and add water. That's to become a divine tree. There is one that must be met. Special condition. What condition? Could someone just spill it? You need to feed it a living Otsutsuki to the 10 tails. Alright, so we need to feed a living Otsutsuki to the 10 tails. Interesting. That would fill in why Ishiki, while he was in Jigen's body, was saying that, yo, I need to, like, he was gonna feed himself to the 10 tails. Alright, so my biggest thing with, like, alright, let me just go on because I know, like, when you get information like this, I'm naturally going to want to refer back to the Fourth Great Ninja War with the divine tree that we saw there. But alright, let's continue before I see. Or let it slip on. Thought such to have lost count, but to be fed by a small fry like you. It wasn't just me. I was with Kawaki and others. Konoha are legit. Yo, this translation though. I don't know. Konoha getting are legit. Shadow. Konoha already knows about his mantra and 10 tails, and why you require Kawaki as well. What of it? What good is that knowledge when you don't have the power to stop me? That's a good question. Hold it right there. Don't move any closer or you'll regret it. Boruto. Yo, I meant it when I said that couldn't get in our legit conviction. Yo, Boruto, don't you dare even move one finger to do it. You have to feed an Otsutsuki to Ten Tails? Yep, that's the only way the Ten Tails will transform into the Divine Tree. That still sounds sketchy to me. I don't know, guys. Let me know. Envious, you can't expect me to show the chapter here like that. Unless you really want me to get my channel taken down. I don't know if that's really what you want. That's the only thing will transform divine. You could say this is the number one reason why Otsutsuki always invade a planet in pairs. So one of the two is a sacrifice. One gets eaten and cultivates the divine tree, and the other watches over the tree's growths. The chocolate fruit develops. That's interesting. Alright, the chocolate fruit is so desirable that one would sacrifice one's life and obtain it. Rather, don't forget, they have the karma. Precisely, the sacrificial Sasuke uses karma to prepare a vessel ahead of time for resurrecting later. See. Well, yeah, that is pretty convenient. Didn't Ishiki come to this planet with Kaguya long ago? So they were planning to grow a divine tree using this method? Pretty sure that was the plan, at least on Ishiki's part. Kaguya being lower ranked would have been this sacrifice. Oh, okay, so that's interesting, though. Finding out about the rankings. That was how it was supposed to go. But as I just told you, Kaguya turned traitor and the plan stalled. Ishiki was forced to live as a person in Jigen's body and go on the plan without Kaguya. By that you mean that Ishiki would have to feed himself to Ten Tails to make the divine trigger. Exactly. This is summary. So you can't mean she plans to instead of himself. Okay, so Boruto's whole role in this has just been revealed. Nice. It's all coming together now. Like the skills. Kake summary. Excuse me, is that supposed to be a threat? I think I won't go through it. For it to die, I've been to move. Well, I guess you should have saw that coming, Boruto. The man just instantly shrink it. Run, Boruto, threats don't work against him. We can't risk getting caught. We can't win against him. Yo, Sasuke just look. Shadow, we can't win against him. I don't know how much lifespan he has left, but our own hope is try to buy enough time that it runs out. Yeah, but I don't see you guys lasting 2 days at this rate, Sasuke. No, dog! The Sasuke disrespect! No! Dog! Yo, listen to this panel? No, brother! Yo! No, dog! No! No! Yo! Shadow! The Sasuke disrespect. Ma continue. Shit. Boom words. The man is still alive? Zengan, shrink, grab. I do not plan to kill you, in that you are correct, Uzumaki Boruto. However, shit! Man, Boruto, I have no comments about hurting you. I apologize for any misunderstanding. Yo, honestly, the whole gentleman thing with Ishiki kills me more a while now. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It's time for any misunderstanding. Yo, didn't you say you're prepared to die? That makes this easy. I'll let you in on the plan. You're going to get eaten by Ten Tails. Boruto is going to be Ten Tails food? You said that if the karma extraction continues, Boruto would eventually become completely Otsutsuki. That's right. And from the looks of it, a fairly powerful one at that. Apparently there are variations to chakra fruit, which makes sense because it's heavily implied that Momoshiki and Kinshiki ate a bunch of chakra fruits before coming to Earth, but the fact that 50% Naruto and 50% Sasuke could still beat them with relative ease when you with all things considered, then yeah, that actually makes sense. Let's see. Just as with apples and oranges, where a healthy tree will bear plump fruit, so it is that a vigorous divine tree shall get a good chakra fruit. Okay, makes sense. Kara originally planned to have Jigen be the sacrifice since there was no other choice, but Boruto's appearance led to a change in plans. A young, healthy Otsutsuki would make better sustenance than a decrepit one whose death is approaching, obviously. Now I see why he wouldn't want to kill Boruto, but that fact doesn't provide any way of defeating this guy. So what is Boruto planning on doing? Who knows? Either way, it'll go the way it goes. Like Omada just chill and just a cruise through all of this. Amado, how's that chill expression? Tell me, how much of this is going just as you had plotted? What? If Lord Seventh and the others are done in, you're toast too, you know. So why are you able to stay so calm? Say something, you bastard. Hey, Kawaki. Why are you so irritable? I don't know what's up with you, but cool it. It's no use taking your anger out on him. Is this really our best plan? Was there really no other way? I simply make what appears to be the best choice available to me at the time, just like everyone else. What's critical is that you are always prepared to accept whatever result that choice yields, no matter what it is. That karma you load so much is gone, which also makes it possible to defeat Ishiki. Sure, the Hokage and company's chances are slim, but it doesn't change the fact that this was our one and only prospect. Fair enough, agree. I get your frustration at not being able to do anything, but perhaps it is best for you to just stay here quietly and wait, Kawaki. Grief, is it powerlessness that's irritating you, or grief over losing karma? What? Never mind, forget it. Back on the battlefield. Wait, so, I don't understand. Why Naruto just seem like him so far away from the battlefield, so? Not just... I can't even tell Sasuke or Boruto's position. These cubes influence, they seem to block sensory ability. Kurama. Battery is taking a divine conquer approach. What's your plan, Naruto, against his otherworldly power? I didn't think Naruto was so far away from them based on how last chapter ended. I'm out of ideas, to be honest. However, I am the Hokage. Protecting the village and everyone is more important than my life. So even if he slaughters me and I end up a corpse, I'll probably keep clinging to him and never let go. Not until that bastard's life runs out. So no real plan. Naruto, you're really prepared to die? No, Naru! Sorry, Kurama, I don't see any other choice this time. Jano, there might be a way. For real? It's a do or die, last stand, ace up your sleeve thing. Only worth trying since you're expecting to get killed anyway. What? If you had such a thing, why didn't you say so sooner? Because you'll die. Do this and it's over. But since you'll be killed either way, well, it's not a choice to make lightly, so you decide. You'll be devoured by 10 tails and die in order to cultivate the divine tree. But don't despair, the divine tree shall consume all life on this planet anyways, it's just a matter of when you die. Alright. Boruto, you okay? Hang in there. Dad, you gotta get away, you'll be killed. Come on, I'm the Hokage, don't you worry about me. You should listen to your son though. Though, if you reveal Kawaki's location, I'd be willing to let all of you go for now. Alright, C10O, new farm? I've been praying for a long time, from the day I became Hokage. Actually, ever since I decided I wanted to be Hokage. Alright, C10O. I hope this doesn't like contradict anything that's previously established. Alright, so obviously this is 6 parts TLB Siege mode. This chakra. Uh, shit. Hold on. I feel like I'm missing a page here. Yeah, let's move this over just a bit. Alright. Seriously, them end the chapter right there. Ah, yo. Seriously. So they're not gonna show. Alright, fine. Alright, yo, it was. I thought it was a solid chapter. I thought it was a solid chapter. Like initial impressions. I won't spend too long on my initial impressions, but since I want to do a video right after, well, I want to do my review video separate, but yo, I love the chapter actually. I like how it balances between, you know, giving us new, well, you know, giving us some more intel on the Otsutsuki in terms of, you know, why Kaguya betrayed, well, I get more into why Kaguya betrayed Ishiki. That Ishiki is actually ranked higher than Kaguya. Some details about the Divine Tree. Now, of course, I was saying that, yo, I was a bit iffy about the fact that you had to feed the Ten Tails Otsutsuki for it to become a Divine Tree. But thinking back on it, considering that Kaguya had already merged with the Divine Tree itself to become the Ten Tails, and then her will transformed it into, she transformed it back into Ten Tails, and her will basically drove it. So since she's already part of the Gedomazo slash Ten Tails back in Naruto, that means it makes sense why the Ten Tails back then could transform to the Divine Tree, given this new piece of information. So that's the important thing for me, that it doesn't contradict anything from Naruto. No, the biggest thing for me here now is Naruto's new form and this information that Kurama had that he could, you know, I don't know, like I don't know what to say, people. I don't know what to expect in terms of this new form, because we've seen so much already when it comes on to his tail beast transformations. So I'm wondering what could be. The only thing is that the only thing that we haven't really gotten, the only exception for Naruto's tail beast transformations now versus then is that we don't know all the things that comes with a Jinchuriki having the full, well, using the full nine tails in battle at least. Because of course Minato's still half of it within Naruto, and we didn't see Hashirama's wife Mito. We didn't see her actually use it in combat. So this is the first time we're really getting to see like Naruto pull out all the stops when it comes on to a full nine tails. So unless there's something Kodachi wants to introduce with that fact in mind, then yeah, that's the only thing I can see. Yeah, yo, Chowdhury, what go on? And everyone, yeah, man, definitely. I definitely read it before coming back to this. So, yeah, but yo, I don't know. What do you guys think about the chapter? I'm gonna actually go through this, the chat here. Kill off words. I still will be happy. This chapter was great. Yeah, man, this chapter was great. Farman, that might be a good idea to make it weekly after the time skip. Like they could actually like repackage it and remarket it as Boruto Shippuden and start making it weekly, but I guess we can only wait and see. I don't think the chapter was trash, really. DC 73. Like, for me, alright, as I said, the chapter wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but I thought it was solid. I thought it was good. But it's such a tease for this whole new form. For all intents and purposes, it was like a setup, because Naru is such a big character within the franchise. Obviously, it's not like they're gonna just start go straight into that whole death of Naruto like right away. So I guess for instance, this was more like a setup chapter for that. And I honestly like Naruto's mindset in terms of his dialogue. The thing is, I feel like Naruto's mindset is reinforced by all the previous Kage he's seen before him. And when he says that, he's prepared for his day ever since he decided to become Hokage, or even since he became Hokage. I think it's the notion, the fact that he's seen what all the previous Kage have gone through. He's prepared himself for what the role actually represents. Oh wow. So that was good, I feel, as well. Yeah, well, Rex. Yeah, honestly, yeah, there are a lot of setup chapters. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I think everyone's really ready for some payoff. But between November, next month's chapter, and December, I expect, because as I've said in previous videos, we're basically, let me just double check. I'm gonna go to my trusty Wikipedia page. Boruto Manga volumes. Because the thing at the end of the day is that we're at the 14 volume mark, I believe. Yeah, as with this chapter, it ends volume 13. So, I mean, let's take this off. Yeah, with this chapter, it ends volume 13. So, we're literally, because as I've said in previous videos, Ikemoto said he wanted it to be 28 volumes long, the entire Boruto manga. So, we're heading into volume 14. We're starting volume 14 next month. So, halfway mark. So, I expect at least a bit more setup chapters. And then, probably with chapter, probably about 54, I'm expecting to get some major payoff on a lot of things, honestly. But personally, guys, I think the biggest thing for me this chapter, because I didn't really check out the Boruto spoilers. I don't usually check out spoilers, but I'm usually lightly spoiled a lot of times because scrolling through the YouTube feeds and seeing Naruto new form and all of that. So I'm lightly spoiled most of the time. But I lost my train of thought there in general. But yeah, I'm lightly spoiled most of the time, and shit. Totally forgot what I was gonna say just a while ago. Dang it. But anyway, the point is, the big thing for me this chapter is they didn't contradict anything what was previously established with the fact that they're, at least not yet. Because I was iffy about the whole divine tree, as I said, but that all works out when I, check the statistics, for lack of a better term. And I'm just hoping with this whole Naruto new form thing, it's obviously going to be some new mechanic that Kodachi is introducing regarding the tail beasts. So I'm just hoping it makes sense. Make it make sense, Kodachi. That's all I am asking for at the end of the day here. The time skip, nobody knows, but as I said, considering that it's volume 14 we're starting next month, I'm expecting by, let me see, what, 52, 53, 54, 55. I'm expecting by chapter 56 to get the time skip, because that would bring things to, let me see, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, November, December, January, February, March. That brings things to March for chapter 56. So, that would be enough time for the Boruto anime to, probably pad out or flesh out anything else they really need to flesh out, and then go from there. Yeah, and then probably in March, in spring, it would make sense to start the O arc at that time. So I think that all lines up. Start the time skip in March, and then start the O arc at that time as well. So that would actually be good as well, guys. Let me know what you think about that. Yo, Sasuke got the yo, the Sasuke disrespect. Yo, nah, like, Yo, especially with this whole Naruto new form now, I think a lot of persons are really craving for Sasuke to really and truly step up because he's not getting any love when it comes on to this whole series right now. Um in terms of Naruto Dai, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Amado has, even though despite what Amado said in this chapter, I wouldn't be surprised if he has some backup plan given the stuff he brought with him to Konoha that even Kashin Koji knows about, and it allows Kawaki to jump into the fight, and then he uses whatever means he can to actually teleport, send Naruto away, and that probably leads into the time skip. That's what I'm going to predict. You heard it first here, people. Yo, trust me. So I'm actually expecting something like that to happen to prevent Naruto from dying. But at the same time, I think probably that will delay the inevitable. Like probably Kawaki will catch him mid-process. Like he starts dying and whatever Kawaki does to send him away, it probably only temporarily halts the process. And probably they introduce Naruto back later on in the story for some final sick fights. And then Naruto eventually dies at the end of the Boruto series. That's my overall prediction when it comes on to the fate of Naruto. Cookie sense Naruto. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I think they're just gonna remove Naruto to the story. Even though they've gotten the go ahead, I think they've gotten the go to really like it doesn't really matter when it comes on to the old generation characters, they can take them out. But I think Naruto is still too big. It's still too big a player in the story right now for them to really take him out. Like kill, but remove him from the story via Kawaki, that makes sense. Mm. Again, guys, yo, thanks for everyone that's actually in here 140. I think this is my biggest stream ever with all the streams I've done. Of course, guys, again, shameless plug, but yeah, I would appreciate the help and support to, to 1,000 subs as well. So definitely hit that subscribe button for more Boruto niceness for the most part. Hopefully we can hit 1,000 before the end of the year. So please support the Uchiha community before we run out of chakra, like our nerf to Uchiha in the chapter here. Yeah, thanks. But yeah, yo, guys, trust me, like honestly, Boruto isn't perfect, but yo, I love the manga. It's not perfect, but I love it. So I'm looking forward to what Kodachi is going to do with this next chapter for next month, honestly, because I want to see how he's gonna perform against Ishiki. In terms of Kaguya, no. I'm glad that we're getting more and more on her because the thing is, guys, I think the biggest problem with Boruto is that it was always fighting an uphill battle from all of us feeling like they're milking the series, and the Otsutsuki at the end of Naruto weren't the best thing ever, honestly. So it's like Kodachi's his back is against the wall to actually make us care. So at least where Kaguya is concerned, I'm liking the fact that I guess in retrospect they're making her a bit more and more relevant. Seem like her choices were a bit more, have some more oomph to it. So yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to get some Momoshiki action at some point. Probably by the end of chapter 52. Because I would imagine that most of the next chapter is going to be Naruto versus Ishiki. So, yeah. Sorry guys, this is like the biggest stream, so it's kind of hard getting into all the chats here. Yo, of course you guys know that I'm gonna have to be doing like a discussion video titled Beyond 6 Parts. 7 parts TLV Smooth Naruto. Yo, Jado. But yeah, I'm looking forward to actually discussing that in a video by itself in the coming days. So that should be fun to talk about and speculate on for for the chapter. Yo, trust me. Like, so the thing is, no, I'm more convinced that at the end of this, Naruto will be out of it and will be left with Sasuke. So the thing is now, how is Sasuke himself going to improve? Because if Naruto has a new form, granted, this form is kind of shaping up to be like a 8 gate situation, where Naruto's life basically aiming, looking like it's going to end, but I'm wondering what Sasuke is going to do. The thing is, I did two videos on Naruto and Sasuke, like one on Naruto, one on Sasuke, like months and months ago, like trying to discuss what they could do to level up. But it was pretty hard to really come up with something. Um, Elliot Watkins. The thing is, what I'm saying is that because the ultimate goal is for us to tie things back into the flash forward that we have with Kawaki. So in terms of my speculation on how Naruto won't die, even though Kurama's basically assuring it, I'm saying that I feel that despite what Amado's saying, he'll have something in place to let Kawaki jump into the fight at the last minute. And Naruto will be like midway through dying, and Kawaki will do something to send him away. And probably this whole process of sending him away will halt the death process between Naruto temporarily, and Naruto will come back in. They'll reintroduce Naruto at some point later on, like probably like halfway or 3/4 way through the time skip. Probably halfway sounds better. And then he'll have some last few fights, and then he'll die at some point. Then, yeah, yeah. So that's my prediction at least. That would make sense for me. Um, how do you guys feel about them reintroducing Kaguya at some point? Because I mean, theoretically speaking, or at least on paper, it is possible to revive her. Well, probably you would still have to find an alternative to Infant Tsukiyumi, but Sasuke could still access the dimension that the Ghetto Monster is sealed in. Janu. Now, I don't think Momoshiki. Well, then again, it depends. It depends if Ishiki is higher rank than Momoshiki, he will allow it. But given the nature of this story, I don't think for the sake of conflict, I don't think Momoshiki will actually actually allow Ishiki to sacrifice him. And I think that conflict at least it will give us a better insight or a better picture into the whole Otsutsuki dynamic. So I'm looking forward to something like that as well. Honestly, guys, the thing I'm kind of starting to expect. I feel like Kodachi is going to have to extend this story beyond 28 volumes. Honestly. Um. Hmm. Yeah. It's a decent amount of persons in here. 220. Yeah. Probably Sasuke. Yo, don't even bother with this Obito foolishness. Yo, if Obito was to come back, yo, man, I tell you, like the ultimate cockroach. Yeah, I feel like people would rant if Obito came back. Honestly, a lot of persons would want to say. Sorry, guys, the chat is just going, but a lot of persons would want to say I'm trying to just. I'm all over the place here. But a lot of persons would want to say Momoshiki is stronger than Kaguya. I don't know, man. Honestly, it's to me internally for me, it's still highly debated. Even though the story wants us to feel that way, I don't see Momoshiki. Momoshiki just doesn't seem that impressive to me in terms of his display. Even though he's fighting against a way stronger Naruto and Sasuke compared to the war arc. Chapter out. Yeah, guys, yo, for the persons who are just like coming in at this tail end segment, yeah, the chapter is already out. We've already reacted to it. Don't worry if you're interested in my reaction, my initial reactions. The stream will be available. Like, I'm not gonna unlist it. I'm just gonna like when the time comes, I'm just gonna end it, and you guys can go back. But if chapter's out, you can read it on Manga Plus's website, Shueisha's website. Let me just put up back my image here and switch over back to, yeah, you can go to Manga Plus on Shueisha's website, so you can definitely check that out. Definitely. I don't want to take away too much from my review video, guys, so I'm not gonna be on too much longer, especially since I have to go on the road today. It's just a miracle that I actually have today off from work for once, so that's how I could actually manage to do this whole live reaction stream. So once, like, the heavens have blessed me, I actually have to go on the road all the same today. Yo, there was one person that mentioned the seals earlier in the chat, but yo, I would imagine once the O arc starts, which I am still predicting for, I'm predicting for March, which is a ways off, because by the time this whole arc with Depot clears off, I'm expecting them to do like probably some novel related stuff, more novel related stuff before jumping into the O arc. So basically, I'm expecting the time skip for the manga to start in March, and then the O arc to start in March as well, to time with that. And then I imagine, based on the improvement, because I imagine they're going to improve even the art and animation quality as well for that arc. So I think that's going to probably drive sales. In terms of the anime, guys, in terms of why persons hate it, I don't think it's, alright, probably it is hate. For me, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm kind of, cause I mean, I watch it every week, so I can't say I hate it. There are some gems in the anime, but it's just, I've done a million and one videos on this, but long story short, it's just that it almost feels like it's dragging along. The thing is, I usually ask people this regarding the Boruto anime. Do you guys feel if the Boruto anime started, say, we're in what, 2020, the end of the world year? If the Boruto anime started in 2022 or 2023, do you actually feel a lot of these arcs that we've gotten, we'd actually still get them? And if the answer to that, if your answer to that is no, you don't feel that's the case, I think that's the problem. Even though all the stuff in the anime is canon, I feel for all intents and purposes, a lot of things actually feel like filler. And I think that's the problem a lot of persons have. In a nutshell. I could go deeper, but I have videos dedicated to that, so you can check those out on the channel as well. So yeah. No, Naruto didn't die, people. Naruto, well, not yet. I mean, we ended on a cliffhanger, new form. Yeah, that's the thing. The anime, at the end of the day, the thing is, guys, they started it too early. I have said this already in the other videos I'm referring to. They just started the anime too early. I mean, it wasn't even a full year before, like, between when the manga started, and we know we started with the Boruto movie retail in the manga, and not even a full 12 months after the anime starts. Oh shit. But my connection is dropping a bit. How's the connection on your guys' side? I know I probably started buffering there for a bit. Yeah, I know. No, that's the thing, guys. That's what I'm saying. I know is it Igor Lion? Is that how you pronounce it? Or Igor? Yeah, that's the thing. What I'm saying is that I know and I acknowledge that fact. The problem is they just started the anime way too early, so they're just in a position where they have to come up with all these other story arcs to, you know, for all intents and purposes, stall for time, and that's why some persons, I would imagine, feel like it feels like filler. So, but it's not filler. So, yeah. Farolags, the chapter is, I don't know, I know I have my channel banner over the footage, but you can go to manga plus or .shueisha.co.jp. The chapters usually drop there, like that's why you're reading that new chapters like Boruto and Super. And soon Black Clover, guys, I'm almost up to date with Black Clover. Side note, so shameless plug again. So I'm looking forward to covering Black Clover on a weekly basis, not this week, but hopefully by the following week. So yeah, I got like 40 plus chapters left. I have a video to do on the Elf arc and the anime to catch up on. I'm like episode 107. So live reactions coming for the anime, some more. So look out for that. Definitely subscribe for that, guys. Appreciate the support. I'm just trying to diversify the portfolio, as my some friends would say. Yeah, that's it. You see, that's the thing, guys. I usually stay away from Boruto spoilers. Yeah, it is a bit disappointing that the leak panel, well, the leak page was actually the last page. So, like when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, we're gonna get something sick," but gotta wait one extra month. One extra month. Yo, trust. You see, the thing is, what I will give to the anime and what I'm really looking forward to, guys, is seeing how the studio expands on the fights. Because this Naruto versus Delta, especially Naruto and Sasuke versus Ishiki, especially this round 2 fight, trust me, when it comes on to the anime, Studio Pierrot is going to definitely, I imagine, if episode 65 is anything to go by at least, then I'm expecting this fight to be super sick in the anime. Because, yes, I know, I hear the complaints, a lot of persons aren't a fan of the fight choreography of Naruto and Sasuke not using their like the entire moveset like they should against Ishiki. Even though I acknowledge a lot of things would not work, but I think persons really want to see more from the fight choreography. I mean, the fight against Momoshiki between Naruto and Sasuke versus Momoshiki in the manga versus the anime, biggest example of that is what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Yo, trust me, like, I really want to see it. Honestly. Honestly. Guys, like, objectively speaking, Boruto has, I feel it has a lot of potential, guys. It's not the best thing in the world, but it has potential. It has potential. Oh, Igor, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, I'm trying to take time and expand because if you really go back to like a lot of my old videos, you'll see that I did mainly Dragon Ball Super, which was very crowded market on here on YouTube. But at the same time, I eventually switched over to, well, juggling Naruto as well, then into Boruto to know. And I'm adding Black Clover. I'm almost up to date, so I'll be adding Black Clover. The thing is, I always feel strapped for time because I work, and work is really stressful. And a lot of times I'll go to work like 8:30, come home like 6. So a lot of times when it comes on to really getting into a lot of news series or doing like news or stuff like that, it's rough sometimes, you know. So I'm trying to take some expand. So that's why you see me doing some Black Clover now. I'm looking forward to. I've been enjoying Black Clover, so I'm looking forward to doing that. And I'm even doing live reactions because at one point doing live reactions for me was almost out of the question. So it's really and truly that. But I hope you guys will stick around at all this CM because honestly, I'm like everybody, like a lot of persons are here on the platform. I just love talking about all these things. You know, like a lot of you guys been watching anime, you know, reading manga for a good chunk of my life. So yeah. It's all about just having fun, guys. So yeah. Now, all right. Tell you what. I haven't read Chainsaw Man. The only new thing I've read in recent times and actually reviewed is Burn the Witch. I read the first chapter of Phantom Seer. I didn't continue with it. I actually liked it. I probably should continue with it. Jado is it's just so much. I honestly feel like I need a clone, like shadow clone myself, and because so much. Trust me. Uh, yeah, it is such a tease to have them. Because I was looking forward to the fight as well. Yo, trust me. Because, as I said, I stayed away from spoilers. I only heard about new forms, so I was expecting to see the new form in this chapter. Especially, you see, because where 50 ended, they didn't give the impression that Naruto was that far away from where Sasuke and Ishiki and Boruto were. So I was surprised that this chapter to see Naruto trying to find them. So that was a bit wild to me, honestly. Honestly, I've been enjoying like the manga since I think since chapter 25. Honestly, there's a lot to be I hear the complaints in the community in terms of the villains needing to be developed and fleshed out more, but it's not all bad. Like the persons who are on like the one end of the spectrum who they absolutely shits on absolutely shit on Boruto, and the person who are the other end of the spectrum who are overly positive. I don't know it. I, mm, I don't know. For me, I gotta be in the middle of the road for it, man. Yeah, he's gonna. Guys, trust me. Would you guys? This might be a rhetorical question, but would you guys want Naruto to die now or like halfway through the time skip? And guys, no one died in the chapter. It's only been set up. Kurama saying Naruto's this new form he's going to give Naruto is going to kill him. It's almost a sure thing. So I'm wondering how that's going to go. I'm just hoping the new form makes sense. Naruto Uzumaki, what's the problem, man? You just middle fingering it off in the chat. Is it something I said? Is it? Yeah, there was a lot of talking. I wouldn't say it was shit though. It was a lot of talking. We did get some extra information in terms of this whole divine tree Otsutsuki tidbit. But I think it's just that a lot of us, including me, we were looking forward to this new form, especially if you saw the spoilers. So I think that's where the disappointment really comes from at the end of the day. Of course, Sasuke got shit on, as per. Yo, I'm a big Sasuke fan enough, but Shadow, they haven't been kind to him in the Boruto era at all. Yeah, next chapter is gonna be a lot of action now. Hopefully. So yeah, but trust me, between chapter 52 to 56, this upcoming volume, trust me, I don't think Sasuke is going to die. I don't think Sasuke is going to die. No, I feel like it's so centered on Naruto. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that part, I felt like Sasuke's neck was broken. Yo, trust me. Trust me, people. Hold on there. I don't know. Like I don't know. No, he broke Boruto's arm. Funny enough, I think with Naruto potentially, if I'm speculating or predicting this right, With Naruto probably set to get taken out, not killed, but taken out of the story for now. I think Sasuke is gonna probably come full circle because we know he left his arm off for the sake of, just a reminder of, his friend, his sacrifice, all he's done, all of that. But I think he might come full circle, Naruto coming out of the picture. So finally might get a Hashirama hand. For the person just coming in again, don't worry, nobody's dead yet. They're setting up. Oh no, Naruto Uzumaki. No, oh I see what you're saying now. Sorry, you're not gonna die, Naruto. Florian, yeah, there has to be, but not no. I'm predicting the time skip to be like chapter 56. Nothing has been confirmed or announced, but that's just my prediction. Considering, I'm just basing that on the fact that, Ikimoto said he wants this story to be 28 volumes, and with chapter 52, we're actually starting volume 14, so we're basically entering the halfway mark. Insanely Tyson, we're not sure. I mean, Kurama says this new form he's giving him is probably gonna kill him, but I think Kawaki's gonna take him out of the field, and that's gonna tie things back into what Kawaki said in the flash forward. For the persons who are, because I guess persons are coming in and going out, coming in and going out. For the persons who are again coming in now, I feel that Naruto is going to be in the process of dying when he uses this new form, like 3/4 way through the fight. Kawaki is going to probably come in by some means via something Amado might have up his sleeve. That's my prediction. And then he's going to remove Naruto from the battlefield to temporarily halt his death process. And Naruto might come in at some point once the time skip comes in, like probably halfway through the time skip, and he'll have some fights maybe, and then die near the end of the series. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. Since things are so corporate with the manga right now, well, with the Boruto side of the franchise, it's like you have to really watch the anime, read the manga, read the novels. I don't read the novels, so unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's just a time thing for me. But yeah, to really get the full appreciation for Boruto, I feel. I feel this is my thing in terms of the setup for the time skip. Amado, I'm predicting that whatever Amado took to Konoha with him, and we know Kashin Koji knows about it, it might be something to allow Kawaki, well, probably not for Kawaki, but Amado might have something to send Kawaki to the next dimension to eventually, and that will probably lead to Kawaki probably using something to send Naruto away to halt his death process. I feel Boruto and Kawaki might have a bit of conflict there. Ishiki naturally has to die at some point. And of course, Momoshiki might come out, and probably some ultimatum is going to be given, and some time limit is going to be established in the whole narrative. And then that will probably lead into Sasuke, Boruto, Kashin Koji starting on whatever training or mission to, prevent this whole thing from going down. Yeah, guys, if you haven't read the chapter yet, can read on Manga Plus or Shueisha's mangaplus.shueisha.co.jp. So can definitely check it out there. New chapters regarding like the shonen titles drop there. You can read like the official translations there. So yeah, Kashin Koji isn't dead, man. He survived the fights. If he had died, that would have been a complete waste of potential for his character. The manga's already out, Enzo Santin. Tell you what, I'll put the link, the site I read the chapter on. I'll put it in the chat and pin it. Let me see. All right, guys. So the link for the chapter, if you haven't read it yet, I've pinned the site that I used to read the new chapters there in the chat. You should see it. Let me know if you guys get through who are just coming in who haven't actually read the chapter yet. Honestly, guys, even with this new form, I don't see Naruto actually beating Ishiki. It almost feels like a 8 years guy Madara situation. I don't see him beating Ishiki, honestly. Unless, well, no, not even unless. Ishiki just seems so overwhelmingly powerful that Naruto would really, if this power up is like a literally like an 8 gates multiplier, like 100 times, maybe, yeah, I could see Naruto probably, but I don't see him beating him. So what face they give? Let me see if I can just browse through all these chats and what face I give, what face tell die. Oh shit. Sorry if the stream quality keeps dropping. The net seems to be kind of wonky today on my side, guys. All right, so your chats are coming at me like a million kilometers per second. All right, so the new form obviously has to be stronger. He's already using his 6 parts power, well, augmentation. So I usually call it 6 parts TLB Sage mode. So he's drawing more from the 9 tails. So super 6 parts TLB Sage mode. I probably could call it that. You know, that sounds kind of cringe. Jano. Jano. What's with my connection? Can you guys still hear me? My connection really is dropping. You guys hear me now? Swati Modern, sorry, I see you commenting. I don't know the phase. It's just that he's using his 6 parts pause. He's using Kurama, of course, but he's drawing more. He's getting something more from Kurama, so that explains the phase. But we don't have any more details than that. Chowdhury, you say I'm gonna hit 1K soon? Really? What? Oh, nice. I'm over. Yo, for the persons who like have subscribed since the stream, yo, respect and thanks. Like, really appreciate it. Honestly, really appreciate the support. Adrian Pornelia. Yes and no. I have my channel banner up as you see now because obviously I don't want to be like strike, copyright, all that jazz and blues. So I don't want the stream to be like a substitute for you actually reading the chapter by yourself. So I at least have that, you know, my channel banner behind me here to at least give an idea of where I am when I was reading it. So I guess once you go back in the stream or if you rewatch it. So what are you saying? 1 million soon? Hey, I don't know about reaching a million subs. Honestly, I've been doing this whole YouTube jig for like what 4 years now. I don't know. 1 million, that'd be wild. In terms of the chapter title, yeah, it could be a bit misleading, but not necessarily, because in terms of the sacrifice of this chapter, it obviously is a build-up chapter, a setup chapter, but I think it's showcasing Naruto's like mental strength or his mental fortitude, like his conviction to do what he has to do. He's fully settled into his role as Hokage, and there is context for that because, of course, all of us have watched Naruto. Naruto has seen, especially specifically with the third Hokage, he has acknowledged what it really means to be Hokage, honestly. So I think he's, as he said in the chapter, he's been prepared for this ever since this day, if it ever came. I feel in terms of Sarada and Mangekyo Sharingan, and you know, it's funny because I reacted to episode 170 last night and the whole Mangekyo Sharingan. I did a video and put that up last night, which was which was fun to do as well. It's just so interesting, the timing, all of this. Honestly, whether it be because of Naruto being taken out of the picture or Sasuke, honestly, Sarada getting the Mangekyo Sharingan from either one works, honestly. And yo, honestly, yo, they need to drop in Orochimaru after all of this. At the end of the volume, probably like chapter 50, like in the setup for the time skip, Orochimaru needs to come in, honestly. Let me see. Let me see. Sheo Zero. In terms of Kaguya, the thing is, because when I was reading the chapter, I was having a problem with that as well, in terms of based on what they were saying, the new information we got this chapter in terms of sacrificing Otsutsuki to the tree. I was wondering if that was contradicting everything we had before, because obviously we saw a tree grow in the chapter in the Fort Great Ninja War, but I was thinking, I kind of caught myself and think that and said that, yo, Kaguya merged with the tree, so for all intents and purposes, no, but wait, shit. I was gonna say she merged with the tree, and she was essentially the Ten Tails in a sense. So that would explain why the Ten Tails in the war could grow into the tree. But that doesn't explain the Otsutsuki that was fed to the tree before. Yeah. Okay, so we potentially have a problem, or we have a hidden Otsutsuki that they haven't they haven't introduced yet. Because obviously she cast the infinite Tsukuyomi before, right? Definitely. I'm not gonna count the fillers that was in Naruto Shippuden, but it's highly implied within the Naruto manga that she cast infinite Tsukuyomi before, right? So yeah. Justin C, yeah, I'm Jamaican. Guys, the persons who are asking if the persons who are asking when the chapter is already out, I've pinned the link to the site I used to read the chapter in the chat. It should be pinned, you should see it. JD Concienzo, hopefully I pronounced it right. Yo, happy birthday. Hope you enjoy it, man. As much as you can in this whole 2020 pandemic. Shit. But yeah. Yeah, the thing is, this whole Kaguya tidbit, no. Because she merged with the because remember, Hagoromo thought that the tree became the Ten Tails as, so, in retaliation for Kaguya stealing the fruit, but that's not the case, obviously. We know that Kaguya actually merged with the tree, and then that caused the tree to become, her will transformed it back into the Ten Tails. And then, given the information we got in this chapter, the fact that she's part of the Ten Tails, it would make sense why the Ten Tails in the war can transform back into a tree. But that doesn't explain the initial Ten Tails that was planted on Earth How which Otsutsuki did they feed to it? Unless maybe, just maybe, the half of Ishiki's body that was cut off, maybe that's what was fed to the 10 tails that was planted initially. That's the best thing I have, because other than that, there is going to be a plot hole or problem here, because yeah, we're missing some information here. Yeah, that's the thing. All right, yeah, Kaguya did let the tree feed off the chakra of the humans, but the thing is, there had, based on the information we've gotten over the course of the last 10 chapters, right? There had to be an, especially with this chapter, there had to be an Otsutsuki that was sacrificed to the 10 tails that was initially planted. Well, a third son? That'd be interesting. At least that wouldn't be like a plot hole, right? No? After Madara getting revived where he can use Izanagi again and his other 6 plasma body was left there because of Sasuke that cuts his lower body. I don't know if they'll bring back Madara. I had a video like a year or so ago, or probably a year and a half, where I talked about them potentially visiting the pure world. Just basically visiting the afterlife. So that's the only way I see Madara and like other characters being revisited. Again, guys, the link to the chapter is pinned in the chat. If you're not seeing it, let me know. It should be there. Guys, are you guys seeing the pinned message I have in the chat? Let me know, because persons are still asking where I read it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the problem. Like, because that's the thing. I was having my reservations about this information we got in this chapter, and then I was saying it made sense since Kaguya merged with the tree. But now, like, thinking about it, it's either a plot hole or we're missing something, guys. It's either a plot hole or we're missing something. There has to be some explanation, because either there was some other Otsutsuki that Kaguya sacrificed, or I don't know. Boruto Manga showed a third Otsutsuki? It did? Johanna Morales. Or is it Morales? Yeah, it's probably Morales. Hey, what's up? Again, welcome to the persons who are tuning in now for the I've already reacted to the chapter for the post chapter discussion. Again, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. This is like literally my most successful stream yet. So respect again. Yeah, again, guys, new persons coming in. The chapter's out. I've pinned the link to the chapter. Well, the site I read the chapter on in the chat. It's pinned. You should see it. It's Manga Plus's website, mangaplus.shueisha.co.jp. So you can definitely check that out. Yeah. All right. So I'm not the whole plot about the Otsutsuki, the tentacles requiring Otsutsuki to grow into a tree. I'm not gonna use it as a negative against the chapter, because obviously we're missing some information. Azuro, the idiots and Kurama stacked together, huh? It could be. But I don't know. I doubt it would be anything Gates related. It could be though. I'm not gonna dismiss it completely. Kurama, alright, what do we know about Kurama really? As I said, the only exception, this is the first time we've seen the full Kurama, like, Two parts sealed inside of Naruto going all out. That's the only thing. We've never seen this before. But I'm trying to imagine what Naruto. Alright, you see, unless they're gonna relate it back to the novel regarding his chakra illness that I've been hearing about, that's the only thing. Unless Kurama is going to do something that reignites that illness but makes it like much, much worse. So, yeah. Yeah. You gotta sacrifice that Otsutsuki to the Tentacles. Yeah, you got that right. Which leaves a ton of questions for the when the Tentacles initially was planted on Earth. Chapter's already out, my bun is in danger. That's ridiculous. Um Kurama will temporarily die, but he'll, as they've already established within the Naruto franchise, he'll come back at some point. Muhammad Khan. So, what did I do? Why are you pressuring me like this, Muhammad Khan? What did I say? Kenshin Himura? Batosai. Well, we didn't get much about Naruto's new form, Wilco. Muhammad. Alright, Indonesia, respect. I think Naruto has to at least damage Ishiki. But I don't think he'll win. The third Otsutsuki was shown crumble next to Kaguya and Shiki's statues. Really? You guys have been saying that in the chat for a little while. Let me see. That was what, chapter 34, 35? I don't think I can go back that far on this website, because the thing is with this website, it only gives you access to the first 3 chapters and the latest 7 chapters. Because it's an official website, so they're not gonna just read everything. Let's try manga reader. Let's see. Guys, I'm ending the stream soon. I actually have to go on the road. I'm off from work today. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm off from work today, so that's the only reason why this stream is even going on. Like, the heavens bless me with a day off. But I'm going back to the chapter where I think it was chapter 35 or 34 when Sasuke initially went to that dimension. 35. Da. Great, my connection is... Alright, so I'm going back through the chapter. Can somebody tell me what's wrong with Muhammad Khan? Like, is he just talking nonsense for the fun of it? Alright, so of course I'm here on the chapter now, right? That. Of course they're in pairs. Guys, I'm not seeing I'm not seeing the part you're referring to regarding the third Otsutsuki. Really not seeing it. If any of you guys can actually like, tell me the page number and everything, you can let me know. Like the chapter page number. Yeah. Yeah, it could be a plot hole because it doesn't make any sense. Like who was sacrificed to the 10 tails initially? Because there was a god tree before, right? Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let me look. Alright, so this is it. Granted, there are two more symbols there. There are two more. Because this is what? Momoshiki, Kinshiki, Kaguya, Ishiki. So there are two more symbols there. There could have been a hint to it for real, no? On the right. And they probably only were like grazed out to signify that those Otsutsukis were sacrificed, perhaps. Who knows, one of them could be worthless Urashiki. Yo, Jadu. Alright, guys, honestly, I am not going to. It could potentially be a plot hole, but I'm not going to hold it against the chapter just yet. Just yet. Because even going back to this chapter, there are some hints that there were some other Otsutsuki. Two more. Well, I don't know if this would include Urashiki, but at least there are some hints there. So there could be a legitimate explanation for all of this. I don't think the two that are crossed off are going to be referring to, well, at least not Toneri. I don't think Toneri is of that high relevance within the Otsutsuki clan to have a symbol for himself in this piece, honestly. Chapter 35, page number 15. Page 15. Okay, let me. Is this it? The thing that really stands. Well, honestly, I didn't realize this before. The two extra symbols. But I'm glad you guys referred to it. I don't see the crumble stat you guys are referring to, but at least there was those two extra Otsutsuki logos, for lack of a better term. Guys, again, appreciate the support. Definitely sub. I'll be doing a bunch of Boruto discussions and look out for Black Clover. Alright, so plot hole potentially, but Naruto Uzumaki, yeah, thanks. I really appreciate it. Yo, hopefully the increase are real. I don't think Orochimaru is gonna show up until the end of volume 14, if I'm being honest. So that would be like chapter probably 55. Well, the second to last chapter, yeah. Yeah, there are 6 symbols: Momoshiki, Kinshiki, Ishiki, Kaguya. We don't know the other 2. We're only assuming one of the other 2 is Urashiki. We're assuming, but we don't know for sure. So this whole plot about the 10 tails needing an Otsutsuki to evolve into the tree, it could be a plot hole. Doesn't have to be. There actually are some hints that there are some other Otsutsuki that were actually here before, so Kaguya could have used them. Yeah, that's the thing. Why are they stretched out? Probably it could tie into why the fact that Kaguya betrayed the clan, so she probably ended up killing them, and they didn't have a chance to use karma to reincarnate. So yeah. Swag Nation chapter 51 is already out. The link is in the chat pinned. Manga Plus website. Yeah, time skip is near, definitely. Alright guys, yo. Again, thanks for tuning in. It's almost midday here. Even though I have the day off, I actually have to go on the road. So I actually plan to have a stream again at the end of the month. Probably not this weekend, probably the following weekend. So yeah, we can talk a lot more then. But definitely, yo, just I'd appreciate if you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll be doing a bunch of Boruto discussions, definitely. And Black Clover, look out for that. Might get into doing some live reactions for Jujutsu Kaisen, so that's something to look forward to as well. So yeah. But yo, again, just respect, lots of love, enough respect for tuning in to the live reaction stream. I'll let the stream, I'm not gonna unlist the stream, so if any of you guys really want to go back through and see my initial reactions, I'll let the stream be available as soon as possible. So yo, just respect again, guys. I appreciate it. Journey to 1,000 subs! Cringe, yeah. Trust me. Yo, I just can't wait till chapter 52. I need to see this fight. Need to see this fight! So, yeah. Guys, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and respect for tuning in again. Thanks, and I'll see you in the 1,000,001 discussions I'll be doing for this chapter. So, yeah, I'll see you guys. Stay safe.